8:22, we're back here, Friday edition of B-Team. Spring season's here. Maybe you want to redo the place a little bit, add a pop of art, and bring out the emotion, because that's what it's all about, right, Karla?
It really does. I started doing some research for this segment about what art does to us emotionally, and it's huge, whether it be the color, how it makes us feel, emotional connection, social connection. It has to do with our goals. So art is not only great for design, I want to say, but it's actually good for our emotional health as well.
So we want to create a healthy, maybe inspiring space. What about the big idea, if you want to go with the big pieces?
The big pieces. So I've got 3 tips. The first is about big impact art. I love doing this. One of my designer tricks is, if you don't like it, here's a big impact art I put. You know, in condos you have those little solariums?
Yeah.
Well, I put this huge print in there and that you'd never think of, because it's a really small space, but your eye goes directly to it. So with art like this big print here, you could build the whole room around this print and pull the colors from it, but you don't have to. You could actually just love this piece of art, put it up. I always say bigger is better. That's the one thing I see with clients, is that the art is very small. And I always say bigger is better. It gives that more impact, especially if you don't like a lot of your finishings. That's where your eye will go to.
Now,
yes.
What if you have a bunch of pieces you want to play with and create your own, I guess, gallery wall?
Gallery wall. A gallery wall is classic, always a fan favorite. So here's a gallery wall I created a few years ago. So I have quite a few tips on this that I want to, because people get intimidated by doing a gallery wall. So you can see the first tip is, again, bigger is better. You want it to span the size of the couch. Let's say we're doing a couch, or even bigger than that. You could go where the 2 end tables are. One thing I do is I will tape out the back of, or the space I want to do, in kind of like a painter's tape. Like, I'll put a big square in, and then what I start doing is just playing with the prints. So you can see here all the frames are black. This is a really good tip too. Pick frames that are either black or white, and then I like to choose a wood or a metallic, and that'll just keep it really simple for you in mixing them up. And then you just play around with them. Like, I got these ones here. I was at HomeSense, and I literally, people were laughing at me because I was playing with putting them out, laying them out, moving them around. So you can see, if I were to do a gallery wall, I started with this pineapple print. I loved it. I moved that a little off center, and then I chose others that had the same color palette, that had the wood and the white. And if you really want to get technical, you can cut out pieces of paper and craft paper and put it on your wall.
Nice.
And play around with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that.
You got paintings, and in that photo you just showed us, there were some objects you were playing with there.
There's some objects. So art is not only just, I think we think of it as paintings, but it's also objects, it's also photographs, it's things that you love. So I did an Elvis room recently. So the homeowner loves Elvis. So we have this big print of Elvis Presley, and he said it just makes him feel good when he's in that space. So I kind of want us to think outside of the box. Like, you know, you can have something that you love that brings you connection that is still art. So whether it be, like I said, an object, whether it be a photograph. This one here is kind of this, like, in a shadow box, kind of paper mache. I also love this one over here. It's just really simple, but the graphic prints done by, again, a designer. So again, it's what you feel emotionally connected to. You can build your whole home around it, or just love it and put it in your place.
I feel like Wilson from Home Improvement. Hi.
You're a little taller than I thought.
Listen, we got a giveaway from HomeSense going on, $250 gift card. Thanks to Karla and the team over at HomeSense. Contest at btvancouver.ca, and they have an art event.
They have an art event. So March 21st to 27th, their art privé. I went in the back room to see some of them the other day. Oh my gosh, amazing. So we're $250. You can get a lot of art or one amazing piece.
Get some pieces to bring in these ideas to life. Karla, thank you.
Thank you.
Always fun. Listen, we'll take a break. Come over.